Greetings, my name is Patrick Phancao with the Asset Protection Center. I am an estate planning attorney focused in the field of asset protection and elder law out in the state of California and Florida. Today, let's talk about the various instruments available to you within the asset protection universe. There are quite a few and it can get pretty confusing. So hopefully this will give you a roadmap in order to give you a structure to work off of. In order to accomplish what I call a comprehensive integrated estate plan, try to imagine a pyramid. And actually, you know what? You can feel free to look at the screen. It should provide you with a pyramid format. And as you can see at the very bottom, before you undertake any form of asset protection, I highly recommend that you do your basic estate plan, which starts with a revocable living trust. In my eyes, there is no need to undertake asset protection if you don't have this basic instrument at your disposal. So assuming that you have that, at the foundational level, there is gifting, joint ownership, and exemptions. As you move up the ladder, there is the intermediate level, which has insurance and family limited partnership. And finally, the advanced level, there is limited liability company, domestic asset protection trust, and offshore asset protection trust. Let's cover them real briefly. For the sake of time, I won't be able to go in depth, but just to give you a brief feel of each. At the foundational level, there is the gifting, which is exactly what it stands for. You're merely giving away an asset to, let's say, one of your beneficiaries. However, if that individual gets sued, there's nothing you can do about that, and you are basically at the mercy of that donee, whether he or she chooses to give it back to you once you are done dealing with your particular situation. Then there is the joint ownership. That has to be one of the most misconceived form of asset protection, as a lot of people come in thinking that this will handle any form of a lawsuit. At best, I look at joint ownership as a deterrent. It's very state specific, but a lot of states will allow to collect on the particular asset, or if not, if the spouse is truly innocent from that particular lawsuit, the creditor, the individual coming after you, can easily at least put a hand on your portion of that asset. So joint ownership, such as in a checking account, think of the dollar amount, it would merely be severed in half, and the creditor would collect that portion of his judgment amount. Finally, there is exemptions. Exemption is a very strong form of asset protection because it is an exclusion, an asset that cannot be counted for in your overall form of assets that are available to the creditor. However, it is impossible to do a comprehensive integrated estate plan using merely exemptions. That is why it's still at the foundational level. Then there is the intermediate level, insurance. Let's say that you get in a car accident. Should you pay high enough premiums for the insurance, they should be able to cover the totality of the accident that you have gone through. Then there is what is called the family limited partnership. An FLP, as it's often called, is a very efficient estate planning tool for zeroing out your estate tax. But in terms of asset protection, in the last decade or so, I would say that it has diminished in its efficiency. Without going into details, suffice it to say, there is something called a judicial foreclosure that can happen in California, and you don't want to be dealing with this battle. And finally, at the very last level, the advanced planning, there is the limited liability company, the domestic asset protection trust, and the foreign or offshore asset protection trust. These last three instruments are pretty detailed, so if you are interested in finding out more or even covering in greater details the instruments we've already discussed, please visit us at www.assetprotectioncenter.com, and I'll be happy to send you our book free of charge. If you have a pressing matter, call us at 714-966-2646, and I'll be happy to speak with you. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.